Great to be here from California. One of the things that we've been hearing a lot about today is infrastructure. One of the really most important conversations that we've had and heard from Sujit is around digital infrastructure. And that's a lot of what we want to talk about is digital infrastructure and how important that is to societies, to democracies. And so we think a lot about kind of the history of the internet and what has happened. We talked a little bit earlier in one of the presentations about open protocols and how those have shaped a lot of the internet and the digital economy. So this is a great quote from Tim Berners-Lee. I think everybody probably knows who he is. And one of the things that I think he really got right as he was one of the founders and the co-creators of the internet, along with Dave Clark and others, is that he called out that it really should be a collaborative space. And this is important as you think about some of the open protocols that originally started the internet infrastructure, TCP/IP, SMTP, HTTP, others, that created this intentional collaboration space, the ability to do work, to have economies that are digital around the world instantaneously on digital infrastructure. This is the first version, the first generation of the internet. However, we're now in kind of the second generation of the internet, and a lot of things have changed since the internet has started. And I think a lot of what has happened in this next generation of the internet is, we've talked about Adamar, we talked about digital identities, and that is such an important part of India's success story and a lot of the different digital infrastructure that we've seen around the world. So that has grown in importance. And we've also seen a lot of different business models around the internet and how that has also shaped the next generation of the internet too. And as part of that, we've seen a lot of data aggregation that's aligned with some of these business models and how that has been collected and consolidated, especially by some of these key intermediaries. And thinking about what Sujit said this morning is very important, is that we can create infrastructure that is really enabling to society and to the world. But a lot of what has happened in the second generation of the internet is now creating what we believe is really kind of individuals having less agency. And we as individuals, we as citizens around the world, we need agency. This is important that we think about digital infrastructure and how we can empower the people around the world. So at Project Liberty, we are very focused on providing citizens and individuals with agency through a digital infrastructure, very much along the lines of what Sujit was talking about. Now, Frank McCourt is the founder of Project Liberty, and he is really committed to having a people-centric internet, so much that he's put $500 million into this. And this is a very serious initiative that we have been moving on for the last couple of years, and a very serious in partnering. And the reason that we're here this week is to partner with a lot of you and really to see the success stories of India and continue to collaborate with you. And the way to move forward with any type of next kind of generation of the internet or digital economies is to make sure that you're being principle-based. Because what we don't want to do is go back to some of the challenges that we had with the previous internet generation. And so we've really thought a lot and discussed a lot with a number of different organizations, what are those core principles that we should be focused on? And it really comes down to choice, voice, and stake. Choice is about giving people greater agency that I talked about, especially around their digital, their own data. The second is around voice. People around the world should have a voice in the governance of the platforms and the apps that they are using. And number three is a stake. We've also seen with some of the generations of internet that a lot of the value creation has been aggregated away from the individuals, away from the citizens. And we believe that citizens should participate in this next generation of the internet. So at Project Liberty, we're really attacking this problem in a number of different ways. As Sujit talked about, back in open protocol is an important piece of digital infrastructure. We are also providing digital infrastructure through a protocol that we'll talk about. And we're also thinking about this from a tech ecosystem. Again, working with a lot of you and looking for partners that are mission aligned and values aligned that can work on digital infrastructure as well. Lots of research happening. You can see some of the partners that we're working with on the technology side, Harvard, MIT in particular, on the research side, Stanford, SANSPO, and others. And we're thinking a lot about governance. When there is a digital infrastructure and we want to empower people, there has to be proper governance. And that was not always in place in the second generation of the internet. So that is a critical part where we're partnering with a number of different universities to think about the right governance structure for this next generation of the internet. And then finally, we are coming at this as a collaboration. We know we can't do this alone. We're looking for partners. We're looking to meet with a lot of you and how we can really make the next generation of the internet much, much better. As FIDE has the open protocol called Beacon, Project Liberty has an open protocol called Decentralized Social Networking Protocol, or DSNP. And really, as Sujit talked about, it is an underlying piece of technology that is critical for connecting people human to human. And so later this afternoon, we'll have Wes and Patricia, who's here with us, talk about DSNP more and what it is and why it's important, and as it relates to Beacon as well. And so open standards, we believe, is really an important way to do this. We're making some good progress, 700,000 people on this already, and continue to work forward on this. We're also really proud to partner with Sujit and the whole FIDE team, and really part of the reason that we're here is we met with them in 2023. They're an incredible partner. We've kind of done some different proof of concepts with them around how do you put together different pieces of digital infrastructure in a way that's much better for people, better for society and democracy. And then finally, I just want to say, we are really looking to build. We're looking to build infrastructure. We're looking to build with all of you. If you're interested in digital economies, digital infrastructure, we'd love to chat with you. We're here all week. You can find out more about us at projectlibertyfoundation.io, more about the protocol at dsnp.org. And then finally, our founder, Frank McCord, just released a book called Our Biggest Fights. We have a booth back there. If you're interested in how to think about the next generation of the internet and digital infrastructure, we have some books with us that we're happy to give away as well. So thank you very much.